Hey everybody. Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. Welcome in. It's Jennifer at Studio J Company. How is everybody? I'm gonna get y'all pulled up over here real quick. Maybe. There we are. Maybe. Hello everybody. Hey Krista. Welcome in. Okay, let me make sure the volume is down. Alrighty. There we go. Hello everybody. As you pop in, say hi. Let me know you're here. Hey Deborah. Hey Melissa. Hello everyone. Let's see. I'm hoping I can see comments over here, but let me see. Where are they? There they are off to the side. Hold on. Okay. I meant to get this off of here. Hold on. Hi, Cindy. Hey, everybody. Okay, I think I got it. All right. I am the next presenter in the Stand Tall Crafting Group, and I'm going to do a combination. Trash to Treasure, Dollar Tree Flip, fall. A little bit of everything. I have not, I don't know why, but I have not jumped on the whole Christmas in July bandwagon. And normally I get so excited about that. And this year I just haven't. I mean, I keep thinking fall. So we're going to do fall. And Dollar Tree stuff. Hang on, I just knocked my ribbon across the floor. Okay. All right, so I grabbed 3 of these little oval plaques. I know everybody has probably made a pumpkin out of these. I bought 3 of these. I did a football pumpkin, not last year, the year before last. You know what? I think my very first Facebook Live was 3 ovals, not these, 3 ovals from Dollar Tree turned into a football pumpkin. And hey, Miss Ruby. Hey, Kay. Oh, Kay. I am using, Kay sent me Happy Mail. It was like a year ago. She sent me 2 packs of these from Dollar Tree. I'm saving the blue ones because I love blue and white, because I'm going to be painting over these. She sent me the blue and white and the gray and white. And I've already cut the gray and white. What I did, I had a hard time, you know when we decoupage, you know how we'll like cut out the paper and then we'll sand the edges? I had a hard time sanding these. Maybe my sanding block just isn't very sharp, but it wasn't sanding real good. So I just cut it the best I could. Hey Penny, thank you for sprinkling, Miss Ruby. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. So thank you for sprinkling, Deborah. Thank you so much. Kindred Spirits, their client was Jennifer and she looked and sounded like me? What? I do have a, what's it called? A doppelganger? Doppelganger? Is that what it's called? My son used to always talk about that. Everybody has a doppelganger. It's somebody that looks just like you in this universe. When I was a teenager, there was a girl at the skating rink apparently who looked just like me. And she was kissing someone she shouldn't be kissing, and everybody thought it was me. And I had never even been to that skating rink before. It was hilarious. But people would come up and say, where'd you learn to skate like that? And I'm like, when have you ever seen me skate? So apparently there was a girl that looked like me there because I used to get it all the time. So I'll have to go check that out and see who sounds and looks like me. Hey, Amanda. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm going to use this or not. Hold on. I don't know. Let me show you what I got. I do have the wood oval block plaques actually from Dollar Tree. They had the flat ones too. They were a little bit bigger, but they were just real thin, flat ovals. But I got these because I've done those with the thin, flat ovals. So, hi Susan. I got this at Goodwill when the red tag was 50% off. So I got this for $5. This is from Hobby Lobby, originally $26, but it's from Hobby Lobby. And I actually like it the way it is. So I don't think I'm gonna change that part. If anything, I might, y'all know, dry brush. I might dry brush this a little, I'm not sure. But I like everything else about it. So I'm gonna leave that for now. And let's work on our pumpkin. Okay, I had thought about using this napkin to decoupage, but I changed my mind. And I'm gonna use these, which are like these. But I'm gonna paint over them, so I didn't want to use the pretty blue ones. All right, let me get this out of the way here. How is everybody? It's Thursday, or as I like to say, weekend eve. Weekend eve, it's almost the weekend. Okay, so what I did, these are, see how they're kind of beveled? Is that the word? It's kind of routed around there. So I tried to trace the inner oval the best I could, and it's kind of hard to get up under there. So I cut it the best I could. You'll just have to pick the side you like the best once you cut them out. So, hey Kathy, hey Marcia. Hello everybody. See if I missed anybody. Hey Carol Ruth. Yeah, on Friends, the frame around their doorbell. I know, and people sell those now. Isn't that crazy? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and paint these. I'm gonna give these a coat of Waverly chalk paint plaster. I don't even have to worry about that. So I'm gonna give them a quick coat of that. But you know what? I'm actually gonna paint this too. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue these on. And I'm just gonna paint the whole thing, I think. Yep, I am going to do that. Y'all, I've changed my project like, well, maybe only 2 times this morning. Normally I change it like 100 times. I'm so indecisive. I can't decide what I want to make. Let me get the comments over here. There we go. What is up with this? I gotta get my mouse up here. I cannot scoot this down. There we go. So if I missed your comment, I'm so sorry. I will go back and watch the replay. All right, I'm gonna glue these on. So, like I said, I cut them the best I could. I had a terrible time trying to sand them like we normally do, like scrapbook paper and all. Did not Did not work well for me. And y'all, I was at Dollar Tree yesterday, and they were stocking up the pumpkins. And then I also noticed that this year's colors are very similar to, I guess, last year, where it's like blue pumpkins, cream color pumpkin, or white, and orange. And that, I love those colors together, so I'm excited about that. Because I have a ton of that from last year. Hey, Tammy. Y'all, Tammy, no, Tammy's not up after me. Tammy was originally up after me, and now it's Miss Jim with JEF Creations. An old woman making things. I love that name. Alrighty. All right. Are y'all ready for fall? I know sometimes we do a fall craft, and I watch people doing fall crafts, and I always see the comments, and they're like, "It's only July, you know, stop rushing summer." Look, it's not going to change. It's not going to change the season if we do a craft, but sometimes you have to start early, you know. Otherwise, you don't get everything done. I don't. If I don't start early, I just won't get it done. That's how I am with decorating. I like to start decorating, like my Christmas stuff. I like to start putting stuff out early, just because I get busy, and I want to actually be able to enjoy it. So I'm going to leave it up as long as I can. Alrighty. I got my stringy hot glue everywhere. Alright, there we go. So, we're going to have a textured pumpkin. It's going to be 2 of these. And 1 in the middle. And for the pumpkin stem, I'm not sure yet. I'm either going to use, I've got wine corks, but I also have this finial. I might use this. I'm not sure. I love the texture on it. It's just a finial off of a old lamp. So I might use that. I don't know. It might be too heavy. All right, let's get some paint on here, and then we'll give it some texture. Hey, Diane. Hello, hello. I actually have just started, so you're not too late. All right, like I said, these are not how I would normally want them. Has anybody had that problem? Do you have a hard time sanding this? I couldn't get it. I mean, it could have been my sandpaper. It could have not been rough enough. But I couldn't get it the way I like it. So I just cut it. I didn't get any paint. I found another really good frame at the thrift store, actually. But I think I'm going to save it for, let me show y'all. I'm going to save it for a Christmas project. I started to use it for this one, but look at this. Look at this frame. This was originally from Kirkland's. It's still got a sticker on the back. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to cover over it, but I love the frame. And it's really big, and I got it for $10. Well, actually, that thrift store had a sale going on that day. Huh? Huh?
You doing it live?
Uh-huh. So I got it for less than $10. Can't remember. But I know it was less than $10. And it's a big frame. It always makes me wonder, who does he think I'm in here talking to? I'm just sitting here painting, talking. He'll say, are you doing it live? No. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save that frame for a Christmas project. It's pretty big. Alrighty. So yeah, I am going to paint over this. That's why I didn't want to use the pretty blue and white. I'm painting over it. I'll save that one for something that I'm going to keep blue and white. Hi, Lisa. Welcome in. Oh, y'all, another thing I found at Goodwill yesterday was one of those bingo ball cages. You know, the big cage for the bingo balls. Well, it's a small one, but I got it because I was doing a game on, I'm trying to do more games on my Whatnot auctions, and I was like, oh, this will be perfect. And I got to the checkout, and the guy working there, he said, oh, a hamster cage. And I said, yeah, with a handle, so you can, you can torture your hamster. And he just looked at me, and I was like, it's not a hamster cage. It was so funny. He's like, oh, a hamster cage. And he was spinning it as he said that, and I thought, no, that would be mean. It didn't have any bingo balls in it though, so hey, Deborah. I know. He would probably believe that I'm talking to my imaginary friends. I said one day I'm gonna say no, I'm not live, and see what he says. These. I guess I could have done this in advance too, but I don't think this is going to take long because I'm not really changing up that frame. So I got lucky. I was in there the other day looking for because I was in an event where I had to flip something. I'm still working on that project. It's going to be a big chalkboard that I'm making. It was it looked like a vintage mirror, like off of a mirror off of a vintage dresser. And I took the mirror out, and I'm making a chalkboard, but I've got to cut down. I have to find the jigsaw. I got to cut down the back the backer or the backing on that mirror, because that's what I'm turning into a chalkboard. But I might do that on a live, like part 2, because I still have a good bit to do with it. I think it's going to be really pretty. Hello everybody, welcome in. Does anybody got big plans for the weekend? The summer is wrapping up. I think next week is the last week of summer break for the kids in our area. They start school after that. Can't believe that. I mean, it's like summer's gone. We've had a rainy summer though. Really bad. We had really bad storms last night. We have dogs with anxiety. That's not good. No thunder. All right, there's 2. One more. Next Wednesday. What day is that? I think it's August 1st. It seems like it's August 1st they start here. We're not year-round school. But they get out the last Friday in May, I think. So I don't know. Just seems so short. I remember when I was in school, it seemed like we always went back after Labor Day. Seems like we still got August. Went back at the beginning of September. That's Thursday? Okay, so then we start back that Thursday. Thanks, Liz. Of course, my kids are out of school, so still, the traffic is like crazy when school starts back. And we live so close to the schools, so it's really bad. Yeah, we always went back in September. And it's still hot. I mean, at least here, it's still hot. Like I say, I just cannot imagine being on that hot school bus in August in Georgia. It's miserable. Alrighty. That was number 3. Okay. Alright, so I got the cream color on there. 4 days a week, they are in school 8 hours a day. How long are, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Well, ours are in 7 hours a day, I guess. 8, well, no, 8 to 3:30, so like 7.5 hours. It's a long day. See, we always got out like the first week of June. and then went back after Labor Day. I don't know. It changes. But see, we never got, we do get a lot of, like they get winter break, they get Christmas, they get spring break, they get a fall break in October. They get a fall break, Thanksgiving, little time off, Christmas. Christmas is the long one. It's till after New Year's. And then in February, they get a winter break. That's the Christmas for that. Then they get a winter break, and then they get spring break. So they do get a lot of breaks that we didn't get. We got like Christmas, Thanksgiving, and we got spring break. All right, let me dry these really quick. Yeah, just being on a school bus would be miserable. Those hot seats and just little bitty windows. Probably no AC. I mean, maybe up there for the driver. Did you always see those little fans? They always have a fan up there. I don't know. I remember when Callie went to the, I think it was her senior prom. A bunch of them had one of those party buses, and it showed up to all the kids, the ones that pitched in to go together on that. We met up at the high school, and the guy drives up, and it was one of those party bus things, had like the disco lights in it and stuff like that, and all this stuff. He was like, sorry guys, the AC's not working. Y'all, the guys are in tux, you know, the girls are dressed in these nice dresses, their hair, their makeup, and I was like, oh my God, they're all gonna melt. I went over there, I was like, no, I'm sorry, but for the price they paid for this bus, you better call somebody. You can't put kids in tuxedos in a hot party bus with, I mean, no AC. Yeah, nowadays they close the school. If they say, oh, it's just, sometimes they'll say it's too cold. I'm like, y'all have a heater. I mean, but they say, oh, it just costs too much to try to cool the building off or something like that. But boy, you see those football players out there in full gear practicing. And I just drive by and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to pass out. Just thinking about it. Okay. I'm going to take some brown. I'm going to take, oh, I don't know if I want to use this one. I think I'm going to use burnt umber. I just want to hit some of the details on these tiles. And also around the edges of the wood. But I don't want a whole lot. I don't want a whole lot of color. So, I'll do this. Just gonna hit the edges. Y'all see that? y'all see that? I started to do it in a different color, like kind of a turquoise color, like that frame. I was afraid it might be too much. So we're gonna go with the burnt umber, just to make all those details stand out a little bit. Thank you. Thanks, y'all. Okay, got all these edges. Trim this edge a little more. Thank you. You cut a tomato the other day and you thought of me? What? Did it look like me too? Y'all, I got a bad spray tan. Can you tell? Hold on. Can you see my hands? Hold on. Like my knuckles. I'm gonna go up there and show them this. It almost looks like the, you know, the stuff they put in the thing, the solution. It almost looks like it's sputtered because I've got like splatters. That's what it looks like. I was showing my husband, he's like, honey, that looks bad. It's like, I don't know what to do. You can scrub it off. Yeah, I mean, painting with veggies. Oh yeah. I didn't paint with a tomato, did no. I wanna go to the grocery store and look at different vegetables or produce. Just look at different produce. I did see something on Pinterest where they had taken an artichoke and kind of sliced it, and you know how it's got all the different little things. They had painted with that. That looked really cool. I still want to get the citrus right. I just think those were pretty. Okay, we got 2 so far. But yeah, I'm like paranoid now. I have a tanning bed. My husband bought me a tanning bed. It hasn't even been 2 years, brand new. But now I'm paranoid. I go back for my first, now I have to go every 3 months for the full body scan. That's gonna be fun. Ugh. I'm not looking forward to that. Has anybody had one of those? It doesn't sound fun. Yeah, well, here's the thing. The spray booth that I normally use is good. The Mystic Tan is good. But one time I went and she was like, oh, it's not working, but the Versatan is working, but I always hear that nobody likes that one. That's the one I got in. The light was blown in the room, so I couldn't see the chart that showed me exactly what I was supposed to be doing in there. They didn't tell me. It was like Helen Keller. I couldn't hear what it was telling me to do. It was really loud. couldn't see. One side didn't get sprayed, so they made me go do it again. It was bad. So yesterday when I called up there and I said, I just want to make sure that the spray booth is working. She was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, you don't want to be sarcastic. I'm asking because I came up there one time and it didn't work. Yeah, they're both working. I was like, okay, I just want to make sure. So I ran by Dollar Tree. Then I ran by there, and then because I was going to do that and then come straight home. I walk in there and I said, hey, I was going to do a quick spray tan. She goes, oh, the booth is down. It's not working. And I said, I just called up here like an hour ago. And she was like, oh, that was you. She was like, yeah, I thought of you. She said, I was in there cleaning it and I heard a loud pop and it's not working now. But this one's working. And I was like, I had bad luck in that one. She was like, well, what happened? Tell me. And I told her. She's like, well, the light works in there now. So I went in there and did it. And then when I got home, I was like, oh, I don't know about this. So, yeah, but the Mystic Tan always does pretty good. Because, you know, you can pick how light, medium, dark. Hi, Miss Jim. Hey, Karen. Hey, everybody. Missing comments. Okay. So I got the highlights done on them. So what time is it? 36. Okay, we're good. We're good. Still deciding on the stem. Let me move this stuff. Okay. So here's my, it's got a hanger here. I'm going to end up taking it off and moving it, you know, to one of the sides because I'm going to use it. I'm not going to do it vertical. So let's see here. Yeah, I was debating on putting this behind it, but I don't know. Oh, I think it's storming again. Eee. I hope I don't lose y'all. Okay. All right, let's see. So I'm debating on either using this finial. It's from a lamp. The or a cork, a wine cork. I think the finial is pretty cool, but yeah, why not? Okay. Hey, Susie Q. Welcome in. Hey, Susan. Hi. Okay. This almost reminds me of a pineapple. I mean, I know it's not. And it's starting to remind me of, like, Kathy, we were just talking about an artichoke. It's kind of starting to remind me of an artichoke. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have Telegram. I have Telegram on the private group, and I don't remember. I need to set it up. I need to set it up for here, and I need to set it up for there. I think I have a few of y'all on the Telegram for the private group, and I always forget about it. Of course, right before an event, I am running crazy, usually. I always remember something I left in another room, or downstairs, or it's upstairs, or... Okay, let's see. All right, let me go ahead and glue these on so I can stand it up. with me, Kathy, I even bought some of these stacker bins. And I usually will look at the week, like what events that I'm in. I'll go ahead and pre-plan. Make sure, you know, make sure I have all the stuff I need for it and everything. And then, it doesn't matter. I go and change it the day of. I'm like, well, I'm start second guessing what I'm doing. And I always change it. I'm going to pick which one I like the best to go in the, because it's going to go on top. It's probably the one, it's the one I already glued down. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Yeah, the one I like the best is the one I glued down first, so it'd be all right. All right, here's where we're at so far. Hold on. See where I'm at. All right. Let's see the wine corks. Oh, this one's cool. All right, y'all tell me what you think. Cork or finial? Cork or other? Okay, so here's the cork. It's gonna slide down in there. So I'm gonna add other stuff up here too. There's the cork. I just gotta hold it there because it'll fall down in that little gap. Or the finial. You know what? I don't know. This is the way it came. I got this at not Dollar Tree, Goodwill. It's from Hobby Lobby, but I haven't done anything to the frame. I might dry brush a little bit, not much, but the pineapple one, the finial, okay, so that's all I can see so far, so. Okay, we're going with the finial. Okay. Yeah, it is kind of cool. Yeah, this is the color it came. So it's really pretty. You know what it looks like? Laguna? Is that it? Not Cracker Barrel. I'm hungry, y'all. Apple Barrel Laguna. I think that's the color. That's what it reminds me of. But now, if you buy these at Home Depot, these little Behr paints, Behr has a color called Mermaid. It's either just called Mermaid or Mermaid Tail or Mermaid Treasure or something, but it's called Mermaid something. I used to paint everything that color. I used to always get palette wood and do signs. I have so many of these that probably have like this much left in them. I need to throw them out. But it's called, it's a bear color. Home Depot has it, and it's a mermaid something. If you go and look or ask them to pull it up, you'll see it. It looks like this. It's beautiful, and it paints wood stuff. So good. All right, glue this there and there. This kind of has gold. Let me see something real quick. I mean, you can still see the gold, but I'm gonna kind of darken this up a little bit because it's a stem, so. You made your chalk paint with those? That's a great idea. I mean, because they've got primer in them, so they're already a little thicker. I love them. Actually, I have one of these, and they're called Fiji. Okay, it's either Fiji or Fuji. I think it's Fiji, and it looks a lot like this too. I love turquoise. I'm not in this big phase, turquoise phase I used to be in, but I still love it. Okay. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna glue it to the top and to the frame. Is Amy in here from Albie Crafting? I saw her on Whatnot last night. We were on some auction, and it was called "Don't Be a Richard." Oh my god! I gotta give her a hard time. We were both in there. There was some crazy stuff in there. Hey Donna. Hang on, it's not sitting straight. Okay, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna put some stuff here, some moss and some ribbon. Y'all had that glue. Okay, here it is so far. Not sure if I'm holding it straight. Okay. All right. The only moss I have is green moss. I thought I had some of the brown. I don't. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this. Thanks, Donna. It's the frame is from Goodwill, but the ovals are from Dollar Tree, and the tiles, you know, the Dollar Tree, these, I just painted them. My friend Kay sent me those, and I'm finally using them. Thank you, Kay. All right, I'm gonna put this up here, but I'm also, I've got some of this ribbon from Dollar Tree, you know, that kind of mesh, lacy mesh stuff. I might put some of that up here too. different ribbons. Let's see. This is also from Dollar Tree. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the moss on. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Ann. Yes, Miss Jim is up after me. What time is it? Okay, I got about 8 minutes. Hee. Okay. Let's do, I know I want some of the woven ribbon. It looks really good with this stuff. So I'm gonna do some of that. And I have some raffia. I have some orange. Oh, wait. I grabbed this Rick Rack. Is that what it's called? Rick Rack? I thought that might be kind of cool. Kind of like, you know, of course it's not going to curl. Okay, let's see. You could put some, oh, you know what? You could put some like around here and put a little Mod Podge on it and let it dry, and then if you can get it off, oh, I might be able to twist it into shape. Let's see. So it'll look kind of like those little, what are they called? Tendrils? It's kind of curly. Yeah, that'll work. Close enough. Sorry. All right, let's see if I can get this one. I haven't bought any Halloween stuff yet, but I have been looking at Halloween like files for kits, you know, for like to cut. I've seen some cute jack-o'-lanterns, stuff like that. Okay. Oh, it's still kind of gooey. Okay, if these don't hold their curl, I'm just gonna cut them off later. We'll leave them on there for now. All right, I got some orange. What time is it? All right, I got 5 minutes. Here we go. Yes, Miss Jim is up after me. JEF Creations. An old woman making things. I feel like we need a little bit of orange in here. So we'll do some orange. Some of the I'm just gonna do those, I think. I'll trim these up in just a second. Let's see. I feel like it needs a button or something. I think I've gotten rid of all my buttons and whatnot options. Let's see. I'll probably have something in my scoops jar. I might have to add something. Oh, wait. Got some. Oh, I might use this. It's a bead. I have a bag of beads over here, but it kind of matches the frame, so I might put that there. Right. Last thing, and I'm done. Thank y'all for hanging out with me, and thank you for watching. This event goes through, let's see, Carol Ruth is the last presenter tonight. She's on at 9 if you're central. Is it 8 if you're central, or is it 9 if you're central? I get so confused with the time zone differences. All right, y'all, let me hold this up. Can y'all see that? I'm probably gonna mess with this a little more. I don't know. I feel like it needs some raffia or something. Y'all see that? Okay. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I am going to go ahead and turn it over. Well, I've got 1 minute. I will probably fluff this up a little more. It needs some more frou-frou. And then I'll snap a picture of it. I'll get it set up and I'll snap a picture. But thank y'all for hanging out. I appreciate it. And if you don't already follow my page, I would love for you to just tap the screen, tap those 3 dots. Sometimes they're up there, sometimes they're down there. And then just hit the follow button and come back and see me often. All right. I feel like I had something else up here that I was going to put on this and I didn't. But I'll just hold it up one last time. I got to change out. Oh, I got to change out the little hanger. It's got to go up on the top because I'm going to hang it this way, or I might lean it. I might lean it on my like on my fireplace mantle. That might work, right? You think? It's pretty heavy because those ovals, I got the chunky ones, but they do have the thin ones. They're bigger than this though. So whichever works better. All right. Thanks, y'all. Y'all go have a great day, and I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm on tomorrow. Bye, y'all.